It's live.
I'll sanitize myself.
See, our Discord bot has also notified us
Has
that
he?
we are live.
Has he?
No, is it?
It has.
Yes, perfect bot. I'll just update the thumbnail. Dun, dun, dun,
My name
dun.
is Jeff. This is what we tuned in. I would like to welcome you to another episode of NooseTime FPL. This week we have Human Sun and Harry Kane featuring. I'm 99% sure nobody's watching. Yeah, as I was saying, nobody is watching this. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of NooseTime FPL. This is Pranav Premkuma signing off. Bye bye.
No, no, no. We can go through the intro and stuff. For Arvind, I will start the video. I am talking from Arvind's point of view this time, who is on mute, by saying, "Hello, hi, and welcome to News Time FPL
We have
XT."
been copy striked. We have been copy striked.
Yeah, and
My boy
yes,
is keeping up. He's bulking. Theater bulk season.
so I hope you all had a great game week, and since this has been a very interesting game week with loads of points, loads of essentials bringing in new points, and it has been an interesting game week. Uh,
Hey, we have two people watching.
who is it?
One
It's
is
not
me.
me.
One is me. I think one is me because but we have two people watching. There
Who
is
are
no chat.
you?
Kaustubh Payware is here. He has put on the chat a very
Hi.
interesting, which is hi. There are three people watching. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. How is this
Can you all
possible?
donate? Can you all donate to the UPI ID already? Please.
It's Arvind. I guess he's showing off his phone.
So Suresh, shall we begin for all the
Yes.
people who are, patiently waiting?
Yes, patiently waiting for our quality content.
Banter content.
As I updated this stuff, we are good to go.
Where's the pants? I don't know.
I
Where's the
also
pants?
promote it on, I mean, spam it on WhatsApp.
Cue the dislikes.
That's the only reason why we get dislikes because I spam it on WhatsApp.
I wish that
1,000 rupees shout out super chat from Kostub. We will also give a shout out to Kostub for giving $1,000 for super chat. Thanks, Kostub, means a lot.
you paid $500 to YouTube. How do you feel?
Yeah, that's scam.
You could have spent it on McDonald's instead.
So
Like I was
yes,
saying.
we should get going.
Yes, I'm very sleepy.
Hmm. So our intro has been done. Yes, great. Okay, we will start now. Okay. So yes, everyone seems to be happy because it was a great game week with loads of points, and almost everyone banged in points. So yes, it was an interesting game week. And before we move ahead to any of our sections, we have I just got a ping from my analytics team saying that around 44% of you guys who watch our videos haven't subscribed. So it would mean a lot if you subscribe because we are thinking to reach 100 subs by end of this year, which would
Yeah,
be
69
very
subs by end of this video.
It would be great if we reach that milestone. We just reached one milestone, which is we got 1,000 total views on our channel, which is great. November has been great, so we hope December is gonna be even great because we did record some stuff on Sunday, and the editing is on in progress, and I am very sure it will be, it's like, certified banger like thappa. It's like that type of stuff. So please do subscribe. Christmas and New Year would be great. I can assure you that. So yes, we will get straight into the video and start with Arvind's favorite player. Second favorite player. I mean, Salah is the first one, right? Uh, Paul Pogba is in the news recently for obvious reasons. Whenever anything important is going to
He'll
happen,
play, he'll play one good game in
yes,
entire season, then his agent will be like, my
it
time.
it's time.
You
Pogba
are
is
on mute, Arvind, by the way, if you are going to speak.
No, no, you guys carry on.
okay. So
I'll pitch in.
yeah, he has a lot to say about Pogba that we can post a different video altogether on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm supporting Pogba today. You can see him in a United jersey. Something you never anticipated.
Yeah, I thought he lost his mind.
Is there a number six behind that shirt?
No.
No. I wish, I wish. So,
Just like Pogba at the end of January. Number 6 at the end.
No, I don't want people to kick me.
so what happened is Paul Pogba actually scored that game week, a great goal, and after which Mino Raiola decided that it's time to speak. And what happened is he said out that Pogba's time at Manchester United is coming to an end. And he, when asked about the midfielder's future at the club, Raiola said that I can say that it's over for Paul Pogba at United because Paul is unhappy with United as he's no longer able to express himself in the way he would like. And he needs a new team, a fresh air, and he does not like the position he's playing, the minutes he's getting. And currently, he's under contract for the next 18 months and it will expire in 2022. But it doesn't seem it will go till that. So I don't know why he's
I,
saying
I,
this.
I, just, I, just, I just have one query.
Hmm.
What does this guy mean by not being able to express himself?
Yes, yes, he
Did
has so many
United have a
haircuts.
gra-
His
yeah, yeah.
foot was not able to be unlocked.
Like, did United put out a like restrictions on the haircuts that you can have number of haircuts?
Don't know why. He has always he's more than him. His agent is always in the news for mostly wrong stuff. And
Even the hackers who were trying to, put United in ransomware were not able to unlock the Pogba foot. After 4 years at the club, no one can unlock it.
that's true. That's true. That's the level of uh, Pogba talent that you cannot unlock. Yeah. So, and the best part, I just heard on Twitter that this interview was recorded a week ago and they are releasing it now, especially one day before the most important game in United's year, which will decide their fate in the CL round of 16. So, perfect time to release this material, right?
Hmm.
And Raiola would be very happy at the state of things to come. So, he would be expecting United to lose and Paul Pogba to. Let's see if Paul Pogba is in the squad tonight. I think he will be in the bench, but if he starts, it will be like, great. A lot of eyeballs on him. Let's see what happens. Yep. Next news is Nice. Nice is a very nice team who sacked my favorite PES DMF, Patrick Vieira as the manager. So what happened is yeah, he has been in a very bad form recently, and one of the center backs also got injured. So after that, he just went away with, and they are very back in the table as well, I guess. So Patrick Vieira was sacked, and a lot of people were saying that Patrick Vieira one day would be managing Arsenal. And looking at the state of Arsenal right now, I don't think it's gonna work. But yeah, sadly, Patrick Vieira is also out of business right now. Reminds me of another coach who goes by the name of Pochettino, who is just waiting to poach either on Real Madrid or United, because both the coaches are like on the line jobs and you don't know what will happen. But the thing with United is that Ole just turns into prime Sir Alex whenever his job was on the line. And one of the memes which I saw on Insta says that whenever we are going away and we are lagging at halftime like 0-2, 0-3, Ole just goes to the players and says, "Lads, my job is on the line." And then they just come and turn around the entire thing. So it's interesting how today's game will be, because it will be against RB Leipzig. We will talk about CL next. But before that, we had the 2022 World Cup draws, the group, the qualifier draws yesterday. So we had lots of team, and they were divided into groups from A to J with 10 groups with 5 teams each. So it's been an interesting division with, I think, the when you look at the divisions, I think a lot of the bigger teams will go ahead easily, because the smaller teams, like our small teams. So as the structure is that the 10 group winners, the top ones, will qualify automatically for the World Cup finals, which will take from November 21 to December or 18, 2022. That's 2 years to go. And after which the runner-ups will go to the playoffs, which will be in March 2022, where they will be joined by the UEFA Nations League. I didn't know UEFA Nations League what is it for, but I think some people from there will join them and they will play some match, and eventually they will also reach the final. Yeah. So not much to talk about it, but it will be interesting how if there is an upset or something. So it will be worth the watch. So yes,
Uh, aren't the ones in this group also the ones playing in the Nations League? So that
yeah.
even the
The thing
groups are.
is, it is written in this that yeah, where they will be joined by two best group winners of the UEFA Nations League that have neither qualified directly for the final tournament nor entered the playoffs already. So those teams which haven't gone through already, like the other teams which are behind them, they will get a chance to play in the playoffs. So if France
Did
has
Suresh Nair make the rules or something? Why is it so complicated? Can
true,
we have a normal World Cup like we normally do?
that's the thing. That's the thing. This is I had to read it twice or thrice to understand ki okay, this is the format and this is why people are interested in the. Actually, no one is interested in the Nations League, but
Yeah, no one is interested.
no one is interested. Uh, I got to know now why UEFA Nations League takes place. This is like the preliminary round of the UC of the World Cup qualifiers. So that's a long way back, and I don't think it's that needed. But it's just a tournament for people to get on Gareth Southgate. So yep. So that was that, and there's a lot of time for the World Cup, and let's see what will happen. Yeah, yeah. Talking about UCL, which is more important right now. Today is UCL day, and finally, after a lot, around it's been a long time since we had Ronaldo and Messi coming together. The last game couldn't happen because Ronaldo had COVID, but now he has recovered and everything has been great. So today we will
Yeah,
find
COVID 20.
finally we will see both these legends battling out, and it will be interesting if it's either of them wins. I guess the entire Twitter or Instagram timeline will go abuzz with the fans backing them and trolling the other goat. So I hope Ronaldo wins. So let's see. I just can't wait to spam people about how Ronaldo won the game for Juventus and Messi did not do nothing. But let's see what happens. The thing is, Barcelona won all of their 5 matches in the group stage, Juventus also won four. The only game they lost was against Barcelona. So I think there will be revenge in Perlo and Ronaldo's mind. And we also have other interesting games today. For example, we have Ajax and Atlanta, who they play against each other, and whoever wins will get the qualification spot. So winner takes all. Group B, the Real Madrid Inter Milan group is all open for qualification. All the four guys can go into qualification tonight. So a win will be very important. Real Madrid, I guess, is second or third. No, they are third. Inter are fourth. Borussia Mönchengladbach, some team, is first. Shakhtar is second, apparently. So the entire table has been turned around. So whoever wins tonight has a good chance of going. Everyone has a chance of going. So that's interesting. But as the most interesting group will be the group H. United is on 9 points. Paris is on 9 points. And that RB Leipzig is also on 9 points. So PSG face Istanbul tonight, and I think is a easier fixture for them. So they are almost guaranteed to go in. And United and RB Leipzig face tonight. So if United gets a point, they are through. And because of the goal difference, but RB Leipzig would be going for a win because it's their home. There's an advantage, and they do know how Ole changed the formation last time and won 5-0. So it will be interesting how United will face RB Leipzig after all that recent controversy surrounding them. So let's see what happens. So yep, that has been in other news. I wrapped it a bit fast because we have FPL to follow. So so how was your game week? We will discuss about that. So yep, I'll start first. And for me, it has been a great game week with 81 points, my highest this season. I feel a lot of people will have the highest point tally this season in this game week. And 81 points around how many total points? 711 and overall rank of 65k, which is pretty good. And yeah, it's pretty good game week with almost everyone banging in points. I blame myself and Pranav for Chilwell not getting points. That's it. So that was our fault. Sorry in advance. And the thing is,
I have another one coming up this week. Come on, boys. I'm on that grind. Every week I have to beat
jinx it.
one. Yeah, just someone.
So Salah single-handedly saved my game week because what happened is a lot of KDB captainers against Fulham did great, and we were on the ropes till the last day, saying if Salah didn't do anything, we are just done with. Because KDB also missed a lot of easy chances as well, apparently. So that was another good thing. But Salah came in Trump and gave us around 14 into 228 points. So that was equal to KDB. So that was enough to retain the points. So yeah, it was interesting for me. Strategies I had, as I said last time, my priority was to uh, solidify my bench to get someone who is playing because no one is playing in there. So I got in Kante 4.9 last week for McCarthy, who I also dropped in price, I believe. So talking about price rise and drop, do follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We post daily price changes consistently now. So so
Perfect.
do
Shout out.
yeah with better graphics. So yep, do follow us there. So yeah, I was actually thinking to bringing Soucek, but I was not very sure on him, and I thought Kante will be the better pick. So I got in Kante, but then Soucek also scored. But I'm fine. He's a bench fodder for me right now. And strategy would be to transform the defense line because they are not getting me points right now when compared to the midfield. So I need to take out Kilman because he's not getting so many minutes right now, and I don't think Wolves fixtures are that great as well. So I think I will take out Kilman. But the thing is, he's at 4.3, and there's rarely a defender at 4.3 who gets in points. And I want to see how Nuno plays in the next game. So let's see. And also, Pranav reminded me that Leicester defense is also not going great. So Justin has been in my team since a long time, since the Kastan hype. Justin was my boy, and he has also not been doing well. And I think maybe if NTD comes back, there's a good chance that something will happen, but I don't know. I have to see. So Mings, I understood is 5.2 million worth, and you have Konsa at 4.7. So I
Who?
can Konsa.
Who?
There's a player. This joke has been over so many times here. So yes. So I am thinking to get in Konsa instead of Mings to get in some bucks, and I might go from Justin to Reece James because I see someone has also doubled up on Chelsea defense, Zuma and Chilwell, and I won't take Zuma because of personal issues with him, but
What personal issues?
I just don't like him. I always feel that he
Yeah,
somehow
racism is a personal issue.
somehow gets in those points. Like he does not want to, but okay, he will get a header or he will just get his leg in between, like something of the. But I feel Reece James actually crosses and gives an assist and also scores great goals. So I will prefer Reece James. And if you look at the top defenders right now, it's Zuma, Chilwell, and Reece James. The top three, all of them are Chelsea defenders. So yes, it's great to have Chelsea defenders in your team. So that was it from my side. I will I will tell Arvind to continue because I am waiting to hear from him.
Yeah, I just realized I haven't spoken in a long time now
Yes.
since the stream was started. It's because I have a headache, so
Okay.
pardon me. Talking about my game week, it was a pretty decent one. I did manage to
Yeah.
score a little bit above the average.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is decent. It is always decent.
Always
That's
decent.
that's my plan this year, like to always score above the average, and it has been working for me pretty much.
Hmm.
Although I did captain the wrong player, I could have made a better choice with the captaining. I don't think I will regret it that much. I will make it up to it in the coming game weeks. So yeah, to sum it up, I scored for 65 points this game week, and I do consider it as a decent one.
Yeah.
And so
When compared to the
I,
other scores, it's a bit low, but I
yeah,
think the only reason you crossed 60 is because of a player called
that's
Jack
great.
Westergaard. Yeah,
Yeah,
he helped you go above 60 points, so it was a good thing.
yeah. I agree. Plus, also I have some transfers and strategies planned. So
Hmm.
let's see if that works out.
Okay, great. So you don't want to reveal your transfers, okay?
No, it was pretty obvious. Like I have Pereira from West Bromwich since like I don't know decades.
Hmm.
So last last game week he got a red card, and
Hmm.
I remember having that conversation. Like if Jota did not come on to play,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy was coming to my FPL game match.
True, true, true.
So lucky for me, Jota did play, and I did not take that -2.
Hmm.
And this guy was sitting on my bench since a long time, getting me nothing. So I did the obvious thing, like transferring him out. And the
Hmm.
obvious choice was Podence from Wolves for me.
Okay.
So let's with Jimenez gone, I think he would be the one
Hmm.
scoring goals for them if there are any goals. And I would also like to consider bringing in some Tottenham assets, like
Uh,
the goalkeeper or one or two of the defenders.
hmm.
Mostly Eric Dyer or Loris. Like let's see.
Let's
I
see,
would
let's see.
observe them for a few more game weeks and then I would make the call.
Great, great. Mm. Interesting, interesting ones. Yep. You also have Pedro Neto, right?
Yeah, I do have him as well.
So you will have Podence and Pedro Neto both.
Yeah,
It's interesting how you're doubling up on Wolves
Wolves
assets. And since you're talking about Podence now, I think we will have to raid the 442 guys because Podence is their favorite player. So I think it's time for a collab. So yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Collab at 69 subs.
We will spam 442's email ID once again. So Pranav, how was your game week?
Highest score
Uh-huh.
this year. this season, I believe. So great, but because Crystal Palace and Hazard decided not to tell me any information about his comeback, I lost 20 points. It was a net 20-point loss for me. I would have been on 91 points. But
Hmm.
yeah, thank you, Wilfred Zaha. Kindly never come back. I hope you injure your ankle. Actually, no, I hope you just stub your toe. Just your toe, and then sit out for the rest of the season. Good riddance. But yeah, there's one more thing that his fixtures were not that great. Only West Brom was the only one, and Crystal Palace rely heavily on Wilfred Zaha for the defense.
True.
So if he's gone, then it's back to zero.
That's
So,
true.
yeah. So far, plan is working out. All the transfers I did contributed to nothing. It's only the boys which I already had: Salah, Son, Kane,
Like
three
did
horse,
United
and the rest everyone did nothing. The defense contributed a total of 4 points in four
Ooh.
players, and my midfield contributed to a total of, I don't know, but Jota gave me one, Rodriguez gave me two. Thank you.
Wow.
That's a shift. That's a shift worth how much is this guy? 7.6 and 7 million. So that's
Great.
14 million for 3 months. So that's very beautiful. I love to see it every week.
Mm.
So yeah, overall, I don't really care as long as your team has like two, three people who are banging in form. Rest you can take as differentials.
True.
And I got 71. It was good, but I need to keep it going. Right now, I'm very like soaring really high. My overall rank is around 3 million
Oh.
point eight. So basically 4 million. So like
Okay.
fantastic. At this stage, last season I was top 10,000. So I've clearly done very good for myself. Top 10k to like top 4 million. It's a very decent shout. Anyways, that's great. So Zaha won't come back to my team anytime soon, but he's a good option if you're like you want a differential,
True. True.
just a differential, nothing else. Ings is back. Uh, I
Yes.
was looking at him. So unlike Zaha, at least we knew that Ings is going to play.
Yeah.
So I took the bullet. Finally, I had to get rid of Neil Maupay
Finally, he's gone.
and get the legend that is not Danny Ings, but Che Adams.
Ooh. It will be interesting because his ownership, I guess, is also low. So it's a differential.
Uh, yeah, that's a good question. Let me check it. So the ownership is around 7.5%.
Ooh.
So
Less than 10.
James Ward-Prowse is another asset I have from Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
Westergaard is someone I was looking at, but I don't want to triple up on Southampton yet.
Yeah,
But they have good fixtures coming up. A lot of people were skeptical, like, but they are playing Sheffield, then they are playing Arsenal,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
then they are playing City, then they are playing Fulham and West Ham. So next five fixtures out of those four will be great. So I'm jinxing it now, so everyone will get
Why? Just why?
just because I can. So yeah, and I also jinxed out Che Adams already because he blanked in that game.
Yes.
This is
Notice that.
second time. This is the second time he's blanked in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the last 7 weeks, this is the second time he's blanked. So he is in decent form.
Let's see how Southampton will fare. I think someone here told that Southampton is going to get relegated, right? I guess someone, yeah, what happened?
Sheffield is going to get relegated.
Yeah,
So
Sheffield is going to. I guess one of the Sky Sports or someone did a debate on how Sheffield United
but
will will
hold on,
get
hold on.
will get into Champions League spot after their last season. But now they are sitting on 20 points and yeah,
The reason why that happened is because John Landstrom didn't play. The legend that is John Landstrom
yes,
is back, and he already they got a draw. So he got an assist as well.
yeah, yeah.
even though they didn't actually draw, but
They
they
they struggle to score a lot, so I think
yeah.
once that's sorted, they will do something. And they also don't have Dean Henderson, so Dean Henderson plays for some other team.
Ramsdale was not a good choice.
Yeah, he played for Bournemouth who got relegated. So I think they should have thought about something. I think now they took Ramsdale and now they're going to get relegated. So they must have thought something for. They should
No,
have tried.
he's a good keeper, but
Yeah,
it's not that great when you compare to Henderson.
Dean Henderson. They should have gone for someone like Sergio Romero, I guess.
Hmm. As if
As
United
if
would sell him.
going. That's the sad part. United is not going to sell him right now. Let's see.
You know, if Romero was there for Aston Villa right now, I would have got a lot more points in
Then
goalkeeping
Martinelli. True,
than Martinez.
true that.
So sad, so sad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that would be the strategy. Uh,
Yes.
so coming to the first discussion point
Hmm.
before we move into the star of the week, which is something which Arvind already talked about once. That
Hmm.
is the Spurs team. Sticking with Spurs is what my question is. And let's start with their defense, right? So something which I think a lot of people have snubbed when you consider the ownership, right? Let me just quickly find their top players. Ownership of Eric Dyer is 3.3%.
Wow.
3.3. You know what his form is right now? 6.3. Basically, which means in the last three games, he has
Yes.
scored more than 6 points. Which means in the last three games, he has kept a clean sheet. So four
You're true.
consecutive clean sheets for Eric Dyer. And if you take, yeah, that's it. So in the last six, they have conceded once, which
Hmm.
is against. Guess who it was against?
United, right? United is the only team they scored.
No, it's actually Brighton. In the
Brighton.
last six, I'm talking about.
Okay, last six, okay.
So they only considered against Brighton because of certain reasons, and that's the only week which Eric Dyer blanked.
Mm-hmm.
That's one option. Another option, which a lot of people would overlook because of the numbers, like the outside numbers, which is Mr. Ragulion.
Raghuman, okay.
So Ragumon, even though he looks has like a 5.7 as a price,
Mm-hmm.
and only is having like 33 points. You also need to consider that he came in at the game week 3 when
Yeah, true that.
Tottenham bought him, and he only started. His first game week was against Manchester United.
Great.
So he has only played a total of 9 weeks. He has only featured for a total of 9 weeks. Out of those, he has not played in two games, which was the first game against Newcastle. He didn't play then.
Mm-hmm.
Directly
Mm-hmm.
went on to play against United. Did very well actually
Yeah.
that game, but nothing to show for in the pages. And did not feature against Burnley, which was a 1-0 away win. So other than that, he has uh, two assists and four clean sheets in seven matches. So
Hmm.
that's a good shout, in my opinion.
The
He's a good
thing is,
athlete.
when you look at Regulon playing, he sometimes runs so ahead that he feel that he's a left winger. The crosses he does like running, and that's the reason sometimes Morino just blasts off at him because sometimes he does not track back, and Morino is someone who prefers clean sheets more.
Hmm.
So he wants someone who it's like if Regulon goes ahead, then someone has to stay behind, like Eric Dyer or I guess.
You don't want Sun to track back. I don't want Sun to track back. I want Sun to stay.
Yeah, Sergio Aurier or someone have to stay in their positions because Regulon has gone ahead to deliver a cross. Then he has to come back. So that's something. But in
Yeah,
modern football, you always expect your fullbacks to get in crosses like Trent, Robbo, or
not in Moreno's team.
nah, not in Moreno's team. In Moreno's team, he wants the entire team to come back, defend, and then go ahead.
Have you seen the last game? Kane had five
Yes,
defensive header clearances.
yes.
Five.
Five. More
That's
than
more than the
Maguire.
entire Arsenal defense.
That's true. That's true. He tracks backs a lot and does a lot for his team.
So yeah, so Tottenham defensive assets are not going to be worth offensively. You will get clean sheets, but they are doing pretty well. They have conceded not 9 goals, two of them against Southampton, one against United, and one against Brighton.
Hmm.
That's what I remember. Right, and the first, yeah, obviously the first match which they lost 1-0 to Everton. That was a turning point actually. Uh, but yeah, that was pretty great. So yeah, but they have been in good form. So
Hmm.
I would say, what is your opinion on the defense? I mean, Arvind is already looking at them. What about you, Suraj? Mm-hmm.
I feel Dyer is a good option because I don't know what his price is. Is it
Five,
somewhere around
like
5 million, right?
exactly. He was about to rise yesterday, but he did not. So
He rose in price a few days back, and you when I was
No, no, it did rise.
yeah, and when I talked about it to Pranav, I was not sure why. Then Pranav said they are smart, and then you did explain to me why it happened. And when I looked at the stats today, I realized कि, okay, they got around 3 to 4 clean sheets in their last 4 games, so it makes sense. A lot of people are ignoring Dyer because he's not because a lot of people use the strategy that their defender should be attacking as well. So if
Benzema is the most ruined defender apparently.
true, don't know why, but that's the thing. And I have Chilwell, I have Kilman, I have Mings, I have I don't know someone else, but all of them are mostly attacking assets. So if someone asks me if I'll get in Kilman or Conor Cody, I will go for Kilman, right? Because he because he's more attacking, but sadly he's not getting game time. But it's also wise to invest in defensive assets because it also depends on the philosophy of the team. For example, Tottenham as a team, the manager believes that defense is something very close to them because I saw the documentary and it is very clear that for Mourinho the clean sheet is very important and very close to him and it matters a lot. He always wants everyone to track back and you can see a clip wherein Lloris also blames him for not tracking back. So that's how much they want their players to track back. So it's not a surprise that Kane has like 5 defensive clearances because that's what they actually want. And a lot of philosophers. We'll talk about this one point coming soon about Mourinho's philosophy, which has been targeted in the past few days because they are getting out wins and no one is liking that, to be fair. And the way they are winning with 30% possession, 35% possession with counter attacks, people are not finding that attractive. But Mourinho likes a win and 3 points over those
I
critics.
mean,
But
you
yes,
can't really complain. They are scoring goals. They
they
are
are
doing.
scoring goals, yes, and uh, because yeah, we will talk about that because in the later section. But yeah, talking about the main point right now, yes, you should also consider players like that. I would mainly consider Dyer because I don't have that much budget to spend on Regulon. But Dyer is actually a good shout, and I have to look. But the fixtures are not that great, but I
Mm,
think they will still.
that's misleading. That's very misleading. Because let me tell you something.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was going to say that if you look at it from those colors, that stupid color that United Premier League shows, right, you will see that oh, it's not green. Oh, there is no green. The next fixture they're playing is Crystal Palace.
Okay, that's a good fixture.
Then they are playing against Liverpool. Okay. Now
Okay.
Liverpool have like a 3 day gap between two matches. Same with Spurs, right?
Hmm.
So it's a must-win game for both teams, and Klopp will be having both teams will have to manage their team.
Hmm.
It's game time is what I'm trying to say. So and Liverpool is currently in a recovering state in terms of player absentees and there.
Yeah.
It will be a very interesting fixture. I think it will end up in a nil-nil. Klopp and Mourinho both will be trying to win it because
Hmm.
there is no point difference between both sides. They have basically joined top. Leicester, Leicester, without any sort of changes in their team, I don't see them winning. Wolves is in a very bad form.
Hmm.
Fulham is basically a goal fest for every team that is going to play. So
Hmm.
there is only potentially 1 week, one match which is difficult, which is Liverpool. The same thing which they did against Chelsea can happen.
Hmm.
I expect if Mourinho, I think Mourinho is trying to win the Premier League, and I believe that this Tottenham squad like completely believes his philosophy and follows him, unlike some other teams we have seen before.
Hmm.
Shout out to Manchester United and shout out to Liverpool. Thank you.
Hmm.
So I like I believe that Sun will go back and track back
Yeah.
on. It's something you would see, and it most likely will end up in 1-0 or like 0-0.
Hmm.
Either way,
Yeah.
there's that. So for fixtures, it might look bad, but when you think about it in the light of the current form, it
True.
is a
True.
good fixture.
Hmm.
What about you, Arvind? What are your thoughts? Because there is one more main point which we have not talked about.
Wait.
This
What is it?
Sun and Kane show.
Yes. That's the title
Yeah,
of this video, right? The main.
yeah. Even I wanted to highlight the fixtures that Spurs were going to have in the next few game weeks. I have to agree with Pranav. The only fixture that is going to haunt them would be the one against Liverpool. Rest all of them, I think they should be managing pretty well. So if you're thinking of getting in Tottenham assets, now would be the right time, is my opinion. So I think you should go for them, but that might also come with a risk. So it's up to you. Like if you want to risk it or anything, or if you want to play it safe, then you can like wait for a game week or two and then bring them in.
Hmm. True. 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 Hmm.
I'm pretty sure everyone who wants to bring in Tottenham assets will already have Sun
Yeah.
on
The
it.
thing is, Son, if you still
Last
have
second,
not got Son and Kane, you're pretty late to the party. So
I told
Yeah,
you
it's like at least you should have any one of these guys. Like, at
minimum.
least you have Sun or you should have Kane.
whoever is watching this, if you have not watched before in game week 2, I told you, get in Sun, get in Kane. They have a total of 186 points this season.
Yeah, and the thing is, the recent weeks Kane also dropped in price because I guess a lot of people brought him in for Vardy, sold him for Vardy, and but Kane still got.
Second highest. Second highest.
Yeah, he also got in one goal, one assist in the last game, and he has been doing pretty well. So I don't. It's like people did say the fixtures are one reason why that happened, and it makes sense because Vardy is also a good option, but the way things are looking right now for Spurs, Kane and Son right now, it's a pretty big risk to not get either. Because the thing is, if you compare
It's
the
not
mini league,
good. You're already at a loss.
yeah, you're already at a loss to be fair, yeah. And if you look at the ownership stats and your mini league stats, I think a lot of people would have Son and Kane both in their teams, and a lot of times people would be captaining them. So if you don't have them, and if someone captains them as well, so there will be a huge drop in your ranks. So you must be a bit wise to have them in your team. So yes, but since we are,
You should have had them, but uh, what to say? I just want to say that like Sun is the first player this season to reach 100
Mhm.
points.
Mhm.
That in 11 game weeks. And just to highlight one thing, I remember this very well. Is that Alvaro Morata when he joined Chelsea
Mhm.
in the first 10 weeks he reached 100 points, and then he proceeded to blank for 11 game weeks.
11 game weeks.
Yes, I remember me and you transferring him in. I think I brought him in around game week 8 and sold him in game week 12. I was like, I was done with the guy. Somehow scored 100 goals and then it was done. So, just saying that Osama has scored 100 points in 11 game weeks doesn't mean that he is the best player in the world. But
Mhm.
he has a 66% conversion rate. So
Okay.
they're highly efficient or very lucky. But if you have seen his
Yes.
goals, you know he can run the entire pitch
Yes.
for a
And
penalty.
if you had a look at the last game's goal against Arsenal, the Sun scored. It's like he didn't even bother running to the box. He just shot from there.
I can't be bothered to get into.
He was very sure Leno wouldn't see that coming. He just shot from there and it went perfectly to the top corner. So,
Sun
and
has scored what 11, 10, 11 goals. Arsenal has scored 10 goals. So Very confident
That's the
also.
way. That's the way things are going right now for Arsenal team. So yes,
So, talking again about 17-18 season, one interesting fact is that Mohamed Salah in his record-breaking season
yeah,
scored 72 points in the 17-18 season.
yeah,
This season he has scored 87 points.
yes. He has scored more points. Yes, yes,
He has
true that.
scored more points this season than in the 17-18 season.
Yes. I
So
Arvind does have Salah or did he sell him for Jota?
he
No,
sold him.
I did not get in Salah from game
You
week
even
one.
had him.
No,
He
I never
didn't.
had him. I don't plan on bringing him.
Oh my
That's
god.
coming. That's coming
That's a
soon.
risk I'm willing to take. Like
That's
you have
a
personal issues with Zuma, I have personal issues with Salah.
Do you have KDB instead?
No, I
No.
don't.
Okay. Ah, yeah, you have Pedro Neto Podence in the midfield.
he still ranks
Yeah.
in points.
I have
Yes,
your
he's.
personal favorite Fernandez.
Yes, he has Fernandez as well. Ah,
Yeah.
I think Arvind does have premium forwards and have some.
Yeah.
I guess you have Bruno, you have Jota, Neto, Podence,
Yes.
and
Mm,
I guess you have also
uh,
invested in a defense. You have Robertson, I guess.
Vardy,
no, no, I
DCL,
don't have Robertson.
You have who do you have?
Let me check my team. I forgot now.
he has Grealish.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
I have
Grealish.
Grealish.
Yes, Grealish. Okay, he was
Yeah.
on the bench this game week. True.
He has Grealish, he has Kane, he has Vardy, he has Calvert-Lewin, he has Hector Bellerin somehow.
Son, does he have Son?
He does not have
No,
Son.
no, I don't.
He
I
has
have
one.
Kane.
Yeah, okay, okay. So if you look at the team, you have a front three of Vardy, Kane, and DCL. Like Kane and Vardy both. If you
Agree.
have both Kane and Vardy in your team, most probably you won't have Son or Salah because
Yeah.
of the price.
I mean,
And
you can, but
but
he has
then
defense also.
yeah, he
Yeah.
has invested in defense with Chilwell and Zuma both above 5 point something. So
And
I
Bellerin.
have
Bellerin is
Bellerin
also.
also.
Bellerin is also above 5. So I think I didn't I have not seen a single team with Arsenal defense, but Arvind is the only team with an Arsenal defense.
I had Arsenal defense.
I Gabriel, right?
First week he got 15 points.
Yes, and then he went away.
Then I sold him.
The hype went away, the points went away.
The, yeah, I think Pranav also had a stat in his pocket saying that Arsenal has more fouls,
Yeah,
foul
foul
throw-ins,
throw,
five
mess throw-ins, than goals.
goals.
The last 2 months, 4 goals and 5 foul throw-ins.
Great. I, it's like when the thing is you can actually troll Arsenal fans right now because you really can't see the team in your screen. They are like 15th or something. So that's like I remember a lot of people hyping him up, Arteta, but now things have really changed. So
I mean,
Do you think it's possible, like Arsenal getting relegated?
can't say
can't
because of
say.
point gap is too low. The
Hmm.
gap between United and Leeds United, Manchester United and Leeds United is I think 4 or 5, and the point difference, the United is sixth right now and Leeds is 14th. So that is
And
the difference. The difference between first and 14th is 10 points in like 12 weeks.
hmm.
So that's not much of a difference, right?
Hmm.
But Arsenal is Arsenal. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
uh, yeah, so Son and Kane again coming back.
Hmm.
Something which people forget about Harry Kane is that he is a really good striker.
Hmm.
If you look at one stat I saw recently, so Harry Kane has scored 250 career goals in around 400 games. There is only one player who has scored in fewer games, which is Lionel Messi.
Okay, I was going to say Lukaku, but okay. Okay.
It's only Harry. It's only Lionel Messi.
Hmm.
So that guy. I remember in his first season at Spurs, United were thinking of buying him, and everyone was like, "He's a one-season wonder."
Hmm.
How is in his sixth season, man is uh, only respect for the guy. Does very well, even though you don't see anything like outstanding out of.
Yeah.
but he still manages to get those, get it done. As soon as, by the way, they're 15th with 13 points.
Hmm,
Arsenal.
yeah, 15th.
Uh, so
The only thing that I feel sad for Kane is that since he's a great player, he should have something in his trophy cabinet, right? The only thing he would have in his trophy cabinet is the
Audi Cup.
Audi Cup. Yeah, I was going to say that Audi Cup, and like those Man of the Month awards from Spurs. Maybe I don't think they do have that, but yeah,
Golden boot. He has a golden boot.
yeah. But like a big cup or Premier League or at least a FA Cup, something. They don't have that as well. So, and for Aubameyang, I feel bad because he just signed his contract again with Arsenal with so much hype, and
And committed too much to Arsenal, which is
yeah, and everyone said ki you should move out to some other team, but he stuck there. He also said some team also approached him, but he said a no,
yeah.
and
Now he's playing left wing back. So
that's a sad reality right now. He's not scoring goals because I remember when the season started, we had a discussion that Aubameyang is a midfielder now. He's 12 million, and you have Salah is also at the same price. KDB is there. You have Bruno Fernandes. You have Rashford as a midfielder as well. So there's a lot of options, and you can't have all of them. So Aubameyang is a good choice. I wanted him, but then.
I had him for 3 weeks, and he got me 24 points.
Mhm.
Which is right. Yeah, I captained him twice, and he got me 14 and 10, which was both not great because Gabriel would have given me plus 16, and
Yeah.
second week Sun would have given me plus 38. So in
Mm.
the second week, Sun had 48 points, 24 into 2. So sadly, but Aubameyang did well at the start. They were playing
Yeah.
well. Then Arteta forgot everything that Pep taught him.
What was that one thing?
What was the told KDB?
Go and cross, go and cross. So yes, that's something interesting. I will also say about one more stat is that we are 1 hour into the stream and we still, it's 10 p.m. and we haven't talked about Star of the Week. So yeah, we will swiftly move forward to that. So Star of the Week. Uh, Personally, when you talk about in terms of football, this is not like not many of people will have this in their picks, but for me, it's Bruno Fernandes because the impact that he had after he came on, he changed the game entirely, and United started dominating a game. Like in the first half, West Ham had like so many attempts, United had only one or two. And after Bruno came on, the game entirely changed, and it really shows how much United is dependent on Bruno. It's like Van de Beek was a
They're
bit,
not even a football team without him.
yeah, Van de Beek. We tried Van de Beek, and he was a bit shaky. And West Ham had really marked him well, so he couldn't do much. And Bruno came in, did that shot, one twos, and assisted as well. He got in 6 points, and I had one stat that he created eight great chances, which is the most in the Premier League this season, and he did that in 45 minutes. So
He was. There is a photo of him, lying on the ground holding his back. Too much.
too much. He's
Carrying the whole.
carrying he's carrying the whole team. Without him, I can't imagine him getting an injury one day and then United will go to meet Arsenal. It will be a very big fall because there's no one who can lead because you after Bruno the big brand name would be Pogba and you clearly saw what is Pogba doing and even in the game where 6-1 loss against Spurs you can see Pogba doing nothing. He was just there like why am I here? Like why should I be here? I should be in Juventus, man. I should be in Real Madrid. Like he did not want to lead the team out, did not have that belief of a comeback. And United as a team has a DNA of comeback. So
Mm,
Bruno is someone who does inspire that and but yeah, talking about FPL wise, I think it should be Mohamed Salah for me because I was very much dependent on him to be in the top 100k. So after he did something, I was very happy, and I remember a Reddit post talking about the same wherein all those KDB captains were feeling very proud and they did a masterclass by captaining him only to see Mohammad Salah also doing the same.
Salah scored a second goal. It was offside.
Uh,
It was very painful to see.
but yeah, imagine those KDB captains like life comes at them first. So yeah, for me it is the Egyptian king Mohammad Salah, Arvin's favorite guy.
Going
Yeah,
forward,
so mine is a very strange pick this week. I know Pranav might disagree with me on this, but for me, the star of the week would be Wilfred Zaha. Yeah, because this guy just went into isolation a few weeks back,
Mm,
and it was his return game, right?
yep.
So I don't know if West Bromwich Albion messed it up or Zaha played really well. I think it is a combination of both of this. But Zaha did manage to get in 2 goals. So considering the fact that he was out of action for a few game weeks and he has come back, he has managed to do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So the star of the week for me would be Wilfred Zaha. And I also have another star of the week. Like this week, I don't like to say this, but it has to be Mohammad Salah. just
Yeah,
because,
time. We are
just
hearing
because.
the second time.
you have something. You said just 10 minutes ago that you have personal issue with him, and now he's the star of the week, right?
Yeah, just because I saw him assisting for the first time in my lifetime, he did manage to put in a proper cross, which
Mm,
Matip fortunately converted.
yeah.
So just for the assist,
Last week.
yeah. So just for this one assist, I like I would also like to nominate Salah as the star of my week.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he did manage to get that one goal, although it was not like a single-handedly scoring and everything. He did had the opponent defense messing up, but yeah, he did get in those FPL points, and he did get that assist point as well. So for me, Zaha and Salah did pretty well with it this week.
Hmm. True. PPK?
I don't. Yeah, I don't mind Wilfesa. It's just that if I knew that he was going to play, I would not
Yeah.
have sold it because
Especially
he's a
against West Brom, right?
yeah. Considering that if you see the point list of midfielders, right, he's still up there even after missing 2 weeks. Like
Two
before
weeks,
the
yeah.
week started, right, he was still up there. So
Mm.
I was like, he's still a good player, but both fixtures and no idea about his health, I was like, I don't want to take the risk of another zero. So I brought him in Jota to get one point.
Mm. Happens, happens.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just that I really believe West Brom also was not expecting Zaha to play,
Yeah,
so not prepared for him.
the old man did a trick on them. Roy Hodgson. The
He did
Reddit, the
not to
thing
get.
is, Reddit always comes in clutch with all those leaky infos, but they also didn't have a clue on this one.
Yeah, right.
So
So,
the
but yeah, for me, star of the week is Sun and Kane. For obviously continuing proving all the doubters wrong,
mm,
haters wrong. But they have a tricky run of fixtures along with man management and game time management.
yeah.
So December is very much relying on Jose's tactics of hopefully not going 1-0 up and defending the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it later. So Sun and Kane for me.
Yep. So those were the star of the week.
Quickly moving on to
The flop of the week. I'll go in quick. I will just mention the entire West Brom which team for considering five against Crystal Palace because the thing is when we had the predictions it would be mostly like 2-0, 2-1 something. No one said it will be 5-1 for Crystal Palace because Crystal Palace as a team does not score that much and Zaha is the only one who can do and we none of us know it would happen. But even if still Zaha came in, you still won't expect a scoreline like 5-1 or something. The the thing is, I'm happy it's 5-1 and not 5-0, but still West Bromwich Albion has to be the flop of the team for me. Yeah.
Arvind.
Yeah, for me the flop would be Mane. Like this is also a very strange pick, but I did watch the match. I did watch the match, and I don't know. Somehow I think the roles got reversed. Uh,
Mm.
Pranav, I'm not able to hear you.
Because I'm
Yeah, I
not
can
speaking.
now. I can now. Yeah, I can. Yeah, so I did watch the match, and it was like this guy, he was killing the entire rhythm and the attacks that were being made, unnecessary divings, selfish plays, and everything. Like I just saw a glimpse of Saline Mane. So just because of that, Mane would be the flop of my week. I don't know. I have never seen him play like that, but no,
Mhm.
those are some games.
Did he remind you of a player called Holy Charan Nursery? I think Mane saw our video.
Yeah, yeah. I remember him dropping a like. So if you're watching, you do it too because big guys do.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Suraj talking about Crystal Palace not getting goals because they scored three against Manchester United and four against Leeds.
Yeah, I was thinking why he didn't bring it up. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of weird because I saw
yeah.
the video match against United. It was
Shouldn't
very
have
great.
reminded me that, but okay. Especially since we are going to play against Leipzig, but okay.
Yeah, so Crystal Palace has only struggled. So after the forward, the two games that next two games were 1-0 and 2-0. Both none of no goals were scored in those games,
Mhm.
mainly because Zaha was not there. Now that he's back, we're back to scoring five goals. So Zaha is a very good player, but the fixes are very bad. So Mane, he didn't deserve that assist by the way. He got that on the own goal, right? Again in that match, he got a return. He didn't deserve it. Right? It was Trent's goal. Should have been Trent's assist. But anyway, my flop of the week, without any hesitation, without any doubt, has to be the Real Mope. You know,
Who?
coming in clutch, the Real Mope. That is Neil Mope.
Yeah, I
He
think you transferred him out, right? Out, right?
I
he
just did
he
this week.
didn't come off the bench.
Yeah, so if you look at Brighton, they are very unpredictable. They are playing well,
Yeah.
uh, and they got the penalty thanks to James Ward-Prowse. He was actually like calling me out. He was saying that I'll give you an assist, Bruno, this week. But somehow the ball touched him and they got a penalty. And guess who
Hmm.
was not on penalties? The
Mop him.
guy who was on penalties. By the way, a good shout if you look at Pascal Grosch.
Yeah.
He has scored like 5 points a week ago. He scored a goal against Liverpool in their 1-0,
Hmm. Yeah.
1 and this week as well. So he's in form. He's on pens. Good differential if you don't have anyone else to look at. And also another
Yeah,
shout out to James Rodriguez, my boy. He's playing well, but he's not getting points.
Yeah.
He's the most difficult person because I know as soon as I ship him out, he will get 20 points next week.
That's the thing.
So I'm going to keep him the entire season so that Everton suffer.
Shout out to Nick Pope as well, right?
Unique Pope. Piss off. I hate you. I was on my seat. I was sitting here. I was watching the game. I saw Rodriguez take that touch. I was about to just jump off and in celebration to finally sell him. And then he saves it. Like, piss off.
Did a great save.
All because of Gareth Southgate. Otherwise, he wouldn't have bothered to save it.
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah. Moving on. I think those are my flops.
Yep. Great. So yes, we will now move on to our marquee sections. Captain of the week.
Yay!
So yes,
The
before
second most viewed video of the week.
yeah. So before we move ahead, we will once again remind you that 44% of the guys haven't subscribed yet.
Call me.
But yes, make sure you subscribe. Would mean a lot. 100 subs is the aim. Would
69 by end of week.
yeah, but would help us ease the pain. So yeah, we will talk about our potential captain choices for the next game week now. So yes, for me, it has to be a no-brainer. It has to be Mohamed Salah against Fulham away. So the thing is, we have been waiting for this since a very long time. When you when you look at the last week wherein KD, a lot of people got in KDB just because it's Fulham,
Mhm.
and he did pretty well. And we were waiting for Salah to be in the same position, and now he is. But I somehow feel since we are hyping him so much, he will
Yeah,
blank.
yeah. I am not going to jinx him this week. I want him to score. I want my December to
But it's Fulham, and I hope he does something because this is the greatest chance Mohamed Salah can do something for his team. So I want him not to pass to Mane. I want him to score.
I mean, he can pass to Mane after scoring like 5 goals.
Yes, if you want to do that, fair enough. But yes, he also got a price rise in the last 2 days, and his form is 7.2, 87 points, as you mentioned.
Second
Uh,
highest.
yeah, and 32% of the teams do own him at the
Only
time.
32.
Only
Just imagine.
32.
Considering the fact that DCL is owned by 65% of,
65%.
and let me just take another sample, which is Rodriguez was owned by 26% last week. So now it's 23%.
Wow.
Consider 23% people owning Rodriguez, 30% owning Salah.
Yeah, it's pretty low, and
I mean, I understand he's like he's still the costliest, right? He's the highest priced player, right?
yeah, he's 12.3. He's rising as well, so it's not helping. If it,
Yeah.
yeah, if you don't have him, it's pretty hard to get him in right now. But because yeah, the thing is Salah has been pretty good, and we also mentioned about how he wants to like. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Are we missing out something?
Yeah, by the time he's back, I think Pranav, you can go ahead and
Yeah.
with your
So,
picks.
all right. Uh, I don't think we have the animation for it without our boy Suraj. So let's wait for him because
Yeah.
the graphic designer is him. I mean, the graphic manager is him. Till that time, we can talk shit about him. By the way,
Yeah.
I mean, he's on 50,000 rank. It's good.
What was that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. It's just saying that I'm back. Yeah, we have one viewer. Shout out to him. I don't know who it is, but I think it's yeah. Talking back, talking back.
Yes.
You don't know who that is. Okay.
Pranav, is it Pranav or Arvind? I don't know.
I'm the
It's
viewer.
me.
I saw a comment. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Sumedh. Yeah, Sumedh. I don't know if you are here right now, but thanks for the support, man. But yes, yeah. Talking about Salah, I think he's due again, but I feel somehow we are jinxing it. But I hope it's not because it would mean a lot if Salah gets in points against Fulham. It's like people get in players who are going to play against Fulham, so they already have Salah. So, so that's the reason Salah is my captaincy pick.
Yeah, I'll go ahead with my picks. So I know the obvious choice this week would be Salah since he's playing Fulham, but due to my personal reasons with him, I would never, I would never pick Salah as my first pick.
Hmm.
Although he might be my fifth or sixth or seventh pick,
Hmm.
would never be my top pick this entire season. So Vardy is playing Brighton, I guess, this week, right? So Vardy against Brighton would be a very great pick
Hmm.
for your captainship. And I guess Kane is also playing Crystal Palace. So these are the guys I think I would captain, and these are the guys I have in my team. So
Yeah.
that is why if they do well, I do well. So that is why these two are the picks for my captains this week.
Mm, great.
You know,
Pranav, what about you?
Brighton played Liverpool and they went on to 1-1 draw. And
I know.
Vardy's team is in total disaster after losing to Fulham.
Mm,
They're
yeah.
the only team who disappointed against Fulham. So Brighton, not so sure. But I have a, I don't want to choose the obvious captain, not because I don't own him, but Timo Werner is a good choice. He won't get you, he might get you all, but he has been consistent over the last 3 4 weeks,
Yeah,
and
true.
but he's also like 9 million, so phew, it
Yeah,
also,
not worth the money, I guess.
yeah, not really. You know, the best pick,
Yeah.
but he has been consistent. He has got like one assist, about two assists, and four two goals, two assists in the last 5 games.
Mhm.
So if things click up, it is a you know it is a decent choice, but it's Everton, right? Everton's defense is mhm.
You don't know.
So
You have Pickford in goal, so you don't know.
yeah, so he will chip in something. So he's a good shout. But I will be captaining Salah. That is
Come on.
my personal shout. And Danny Ings is a good shout because they are playing Sheffield.
Mhm.
Danny Ings is back and he will
Yes.
get those points.
Back, and I think he'll be gone soon with some other injury.
Please don't say that. I have
I'm saying this because I don't have him.
a lot to I owe a lot of my last season success to Danny Ings,
True, true.
CL, and Richarlison. Those three were my differential picks who scored a lot of points for me, and mainly because Danny Ings
Hmm.
never got injured last season.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing.
he's a great player, but injuries has ruined him for a lot of reason, and also because of Liverpool. I want him to do well in life. I don't want him to get injured. He's a good guy.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yes, those were our captaincy choices for the next game week. We had some pretty obvious choices, and we also mentioned in a few other choices which would be great picks for the next game week. So that's something we do different here, unlike the other podcasts who just say, okay, Son or Salah, great, great. So we do mention some differentials as well if you want to get that slight edge in your mini leagues. So so do like this video, do share, subscribe with your
I don't
don't share it with your mini league rivals, but yes, do like it would mean a lot.
Kane and Werner are differentials, but don't worry.
Dannings is our differential pick, yeah, with 8% of the ownership. So,
6% actually.
okay, it
It's
went down.
gone down.
Yeah, great. So that are our uh, captaincy picks. We do
Good.
have a quick
Yeah.
discussion point.
Hmm.
Headings is back and Newcastle will play soon too. So what are your forwards looking like? And for me, I won't touch my forwards for a long time because they have been pretty doing pretty good. Because for me, it's a mix of three types of players. For me, I have Kane, who is like a premium striker, is in a very proper team, scores goals, and now he's also becoming an assister as well. So I have no issues with that. So Son is there, or Kane is there.
Kane
Second, I
assist.
have someone cheap who was cheap, now is getting pricier, who is Bamford. Bamford also has a good amount of takers, and I don't have an issue with him, so I have him in my team, who has been scoring good in the away fixtures. He doesn't do well in home fixtures, so I'm happy. He gives me more budget to invest in the other area, so I'm happy with Bamford. Next is has to be obvious DCL with 65% people having him, and he's the first player in this season to get a price rise of 1 million. Like he has risen 1 million over, and it has been just 11 game weeks, so that's a pretty good start. So DCL has to be the obvious choice. So for now, I'm not uh, changing anyone, but I do have my eyes on a certain player called Callum Wilson,
Ooh.
who might be coming in instead of Bamford, maybe because Callum Wilson has been doing pretty good. So I'm not sure, but he is in my watch list, in my big watch list. But let's see, I will only do that if something bad happens. So, and it's currently not the case, so I won't touch. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't consider bringing in anyone right now because my team is doing pretty good right now, and I have quality forwards which are running me points. So it's a no-no for me. Unless times are desperate, I wouldn't bring in anyone.
Mhm.
For now, at least.
For now.
For now.
Okay. Okay. So here are some points I would like to, persuade you to make very bad decision so that I can profit. One is that DPL is going to play Chelsea,
Mm.
Leicester, Arsenal, Sheffield, and City in the next five.
Hmm.
So Arsenal and Sheffield are good. City is a little difficult. Leicester
Mm.
is, considering it's Everton, it's there. Chelsea would be difficult because it's Everton and they don't have Luca Dean. So it's tough for DCL. But on the other hand, if you look at Southampton, they are playing Sheffield, Arsenal, City, Fulham, and West Ham.
Mm.
So and they are fifth right now, by the way.
Yeah,
So
they are above
after
United, I guess.
yeah, they are above United. After losing to Spurs 5-2, they have only lost to Manchester United, and like a lot of these matches were without Danny Ings and Nathan Redmond. Nathan Redmond is back. Danny Ings is back. A lot of attacking potential. James Ward-Prowse is there. Westergaard is there for the headers. A lot of options. Danny Ings, Che Adams, James Ward-Prowse, and Westergaard are very good options. Considering the next five fixtures as well. Also considering they don't play in Europe, so uh, that's a good team to
That's a
look.
factor to consider. They don't play in Europe, yeah.
Actually, in December, after tomorrow, no other teams play, but the fatigue is something you have to take into
Hmm.
consideration.
True, true, true.
Second option is Newcastle, because Newcastle is also not playing midweek, same as Aston Villa. So
Hmm.
it's possible the game against Aston Villa might be brought in somewhere in December as a double game week.
Yeah.
There were rumors of it, but again, it's not finalized yet. Even though Newcastle tweeted out saying that they will be playing this weekend, it's still not fixed. It's not still not finalized. Like, is the team fully recovered yet?
Yeah.
One pain point is that even if they have recovered, they have not disclosed who was affected by the virus.
Mm.
So it could be Wilson.
Oh.
It could be Wilson,
Could be.
right? And the team is a very defensive team. That is the main reason why you never see Wilson's price selection, because no one
Mm.
trusts no one trusts Newcastle to score,
That's true. That's true.
even though you trust Wilson to score. But so that is two downgrades for Newcastle. One, they are playing West Brom, Leeds, Fulham,
Hmm.
then they are playing City and Liverpool. So these are
Yeah.
fixtures, but the next three, potentially four, if you consider Aston Villa put in somewhere in between. So double game week for Wilson is a good look.
Mm.
Yeah. So the two teams, two forwards, two cheap options.
Yeah.
Then Ings is not cheap, but Che Adams is cheap.
Yeah. Che.
Che Adams finally 6 million.
Yeah.
He has also risen by zero point 0.5 million, so he is a good option. I would say better than Real Moppy. Yeah. So if you are looking for a differential, consider these players.
Yeah. Those were pretty insightful. So let's see. If the thing is, if you got in like cheap strikers in your team, you can invest pretty high on your midfield, 3 to 4 players, and they are pretty banging in points. So that's a good strategy if you don't have someone like Vardy or Ings or someone like Werner. You can opt in for cheap players like Wilson, Bamford, and someone like Che Adams. So you have someone like 6.26, and you can like heavily invest on your fourth midfielder. Like you can easily have a midfield of Son, KDB, Bruno, and Salah. So that's something you can do with that that much money. So it's interesting. The strategies differ a lot. So that's an interesting thing, the fixtures. So yes, that was our discussion, and now we will go ahead with the scout teams. So we will first review our game week 11 scout teams, the scores. Arvind is already smiling right now. I can see that. I can see that. So my team came in with a total of 72 points, which I thought is like okay, pretty nice. 72 is a good score until I saw the next team score. But yeah, fair enough. Ederson with 6 points as expected. Fair enough. Chilwell with two, Justin has two, same as my main team. Mings didn't play, so that's a zero. Sun with 13, KDB 14, Fernandez 6, Grealish with a zero again. So you had mentioned that that time when we were recording that be ready to get in two zeros because they are not going to play, and it did happen. So that's that. And I captain DCL. I thought yeah, 12 points. Okay, but I didn't captain Son or KDB, which would have been more. So Werner got in 5. I was happy that my foresight worked here. And Kane with 12 points. So I captained a player with 6 points. So that gave me 72 points. I was pretty happy because 72 is good, but I will allow Arvind to speak next.
Yeah, I just hope Suraj, you're maintaining the score somewhere. I just hope. Are we maintaining the score?
We will soon. We will soon.
I'm pretty sure Sun got in. Yeah, okay, it's okay. My bad. No.
Yeah, so even I don't believe the numbers I have in front of me. Somehow I did manage to get 101 points
Yeah.
this game week. The scout team that I had, I don't believe it, to be honest. I had Ederson as my goalkeeper who got me 6 points. I had a defender who did not play. So I am
Yeah.
not sure how this summed up to 101 or something. I had Robertson with 6 points, Walker who did not play, Stilwell who got me 2 points. In the midfield, I had Fernandez who gave me 6 points, Salah, whom I captained,
Yeah. With personal
got
issues,
me
you
20.
captained him.
Yeah,
Great.
stick true to their ideals. Who is captain
No,
though?
scout teams are different. Sun got me 13 points. I also had KDB somehow,
Yeah.
who got me 15 points. In
He's
the
saying
front
somehow
three,
because he just copied half of our teams.
Yeah, the best part I like about Arvind is like he does not change his midfield at all in the scout team, so it becomes easier for the editor to do the editing stuff. So shout out
I
to
think,
Arvind.
yeah, yeah, thanks. If you're thanking me, you're welcome. And I had a premium country. It was Wadi, Kane, and DCL. So somehow they got me 26 points. So if you calculate all of this, and I don't believe the numbers once again, it is a total of 101 points.
The thing is, my total
So not
team
to
got
brag or
seven.
anything.
Yeah, the my team got in 72 points. His team without Salah got 73 points, and then you add Salah's 28, gives 101 points. So that has always been the case. In the last game week as well, his captaincy choice did the trick for him. Like, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I hope I could make this kind of captaincy choices in my FPL team
Yeah,
as well.
that
So
I was going to say because the person who gets the most points in FPL in this scout team gets the least points in the FPL team. I don't know how that works.
That is the main reason. There
yeah,
is only one reason. I think I've mentioned it in the video as well.
Yeah.
That is the reason I didn't keep Strana and Kane here because I wanted them to do well in my team. If I keep them in the scout team, we can piss off. So that is the only difference between my team and Arun's team. So I didn't. I bought in Ziyech. I wanted to see how he is. That's how he is. He got injured. So
Hamstring, yeah, great.
I saved my transfer from.
great news, great news. He also dropped in price, right?
Yeah, he
Hmm.
also dropped. Obviously, he dropped in price because he is worth 8.3. Why would you keep a injured 8.3
Yeah,
player? So my team actually did pretty well, 81 points. Captain KDB, of course. Why would I not?
yeah,
I
Mhm.
had Mendy. After backing him so much, he did his first mistake as a Chelsea goalkeeper. I think he learned it from Kepa.
yeah,
Kepa trained him very well for Patrick Bamford's goal. So Mendy got a 2, Diaz got a 6, Chilwell got a 2 thanks to me, Justin got a 2 thanks to me, Robo chipped in with a 6,
hmm.
Fernandez 6, KDB with 28, Salah with 14, and the only difference in that midfield is Ziyech, who got me 1 point. Thanks for playing Hakim. And my forwards, because of those reasons, was DCL and Wadi. Why did I do Wadi? I don't know. I didn't want Kane. I didn't want Kane to play bad for my team, so I got in Wadi. So I got 8 points. Pretty decent. So if you see this week's scout team, they got in like 67 points, which is less than all of our teams. So scout. What scout?
Who is
Yeah.
scout in
One,
front of us?
one more reason for you to follow us, guys. Yeah.
Like, I mean, our scout videos get the most views.
Yeah.
So if you took any of our players, you would have gotten, thank you can
Hmm.
thank us.
Yeah.
101 views, by the way.
Yeah, just to put it out there, we have not gone wrong till now, right? Whatever we did right, it is going good from the FPL point of view as well.
Yeah, we have a lot
So
of
I don't want to jinx it.
we have a lot of
I don't want to jinx it.
Well, let's see. Yeah. So yeah, we do have our scout picks for this game week. So I will go in first with my team. We will go quick, quick, quick. So yes, for me, I have McCarthy as my keeper. I'm he's my personal
Bad
favorite.
pick. Very bad pick.
Yeah, I didn't want to go with Allison or Kelleher because I'm mostly Kelleher he'll play, I know, but I want to be on a safer because McCarthy plays against Sheffield United, so I have gone with.
Yeah.
we understand. Come on.
And
Get
we
on.
have Chilwell Robertson, the usual picks. I have went with Jamal Lewis this time.
Ooh. I have a feeling he's going to jinx Newcastle. Now Newcastle will not play this.
I guess Newcastle is playing.
You have chosen Lewis over Lascelles is the biggest doubt here.
Yes, that is
What
the biggest
what
scam.
if what if Lewis got the COVID?
Let's see. I don't know, but yeah, he plays against West Brom, so Lewis is my pick. It's a very big differential, and they had kept a clean sheet the last game, so I feel Lewis also plays 90 minutes. So, but I hope he does not have any infection of COVID. So let's see. Midfield is the pretty same Salah, KDB son, but I removed Bruno for Mane. So I now have Salah and Mane both against Fulham, so I'm going full on Fulham. So that's that. Salah is my captain, and in my forwards, I have already Ings and Kane. So vice captaining Kane. So let's see. Pretty solid team. I have three Liverpool assets against Fulham. I have two Spurs assets. So yeah, Jamal Lewis, I want to see what you do. So
I mean, he's a good player. He's a good player.
yeah, he's a good player, but
Newcastle has good defense on paper, but they have not done anything. So
yeah, those were my scout picks. Over to you, Arvind.
Yeah. So since Allison is injured, I have Chow Mein Kelleher as my goalkeeper, and the defense in the defense I have Bellerin, Chilwell, and Robertson. All
Bellerin.
of them being fullbacks.
Okay.
All of them being fullbacks. I want them assist
I mean,
points
one of them
and clean
being a
sheets
fraud.
points.
One of them?
Sorry.
He being a fraud.
Yeah, one of them is a
I
fraud,
There is
yeah.
an imposter among
There is an
us.
imposter among those three, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And just like Suraj said, I'm keeping my midfield the same with Salah and Fernandez, and who is the fourth one? KDB.
KD.
Yeah.
KDB, yeah.
So this that is my constant. And in the front three, I would have the three players that I have in my FPL team as well. That is Wadi, Kane, and DCL. So
Mm-hmm.
this week I'm captaining Salah.
Oh,
Don't I don't need any comments from you guys. Shut
okay.
up, shut up. Let's move
Okay.
forward. I'm captaining Salah this week. Let's see how my game
Yeah,
week
it's
goes
it's
in
an
terms
obvious
of scout.
choice. Yeah, great. That's true.
Okay. Quickly, can I?
Yep.
Yeah, go
Graphics
ahead.
manager. Okay, graphics manager. I have went with Kelleher
Yeah.
in goalkeeper because
Mm.
Rob, our boy
Allison,
Allison is
yeah.
not there. So
Is
I've gone
injured.
with a different defense, which is Robbo, the usual. Regulion is back in my defensive team. Vestergaard is there,
Hmm.
and Chilwell. Midfield, sadly, I had to say bye to Fernandez because he might play limited minutes because of
Yeah.
the game today. And Salah, Son, KDB. And in forward, I have brought back in my boy Danny Ings, Kane, and Vardy. My captain would be Son because I don't want Salah to blank, so I'm not going to captain.
You had three Spurs assets in your team, so that's
Yes,
interesting. It's like
I have
one
three
in
Spurs, three Liverpool, yeah, and two Southampton.
two Southampton. Okay.
Mm.
Interesting week, and it would depend a lot on those key fixtures, how they perform. But they are pretty reliable players, so I don't think there's much of a tension. But
I don't mind. I just don't want my actual FPL team to blank. That is why what I worry about more.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So yes, these were our scout teams for the next week. We have been having a good scout run, and we have been doing better than the official scouts as well.
Once
So,
for once.
so for yeah, and we are pretty proud of that. So do subscribe if you want more of this content in the next weeks. Do like this video, means a lot. So yes, those were our scout teams for the next week. So now,
Let's go, guys.
yes, now comes the quick flash section, which is the score predictions. So last week, score predictions, we have two right predictions, and obviously it has to be me again who comes up with the right predictions. The thing is,
Yeah, somehow.
in the last three, whenever since the game week we started this, there has been a total of four right predictions till now, and all of them were from me. I don't know how. The last game week, I predicted City Fulham to be 2-0 win for City. You guys went for 3-0, I guess, but it was a 2-0 thing.
I
And
mean,
Yeah.
City bottled the chance. So
yeah, that consider that as well. So the thing is, Tottenham Arsenal, I predicted to be 2-0 instead of 1-0, so that worked out as well. So I'm happy. We'll quickly run with the game week 12 score predictions. First one coming up to you is Leeds and West Ham. I'm going 2-1 to Leeds.
It will be a draw, 1-1. Draw.
David Moyes win 2-1.
Great. Wolves Aston Villa. I'm going with a 1-1 draw.
Draw. 2 each.
you
Draw,
guys
draw.
are you guys are too many Wolves assets. It's going to be 2-1
Yeah.
aggregates.
Great. Next up we have Newcastle West Bromwich. I feel 1-0 to Newcastle.
So again a draw with no side scoring.
Most likely, it won't even happen. So,
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So you never know.
The
so
yeah.
I want to go with 1-0 Newcastle.
Hmm.
Don't know what team they are going to put on.
Let's see. Next up is the Manchester Derby, United versus City. This was a I I don't know how I can like explain this. It's like it's a battle between your heart and your mind. I wanted
Yeah, you can't justify this one.
the thing is, yeah, I wanted to write 1-2, but yeah, I wrote 2-1 because I believe we will come back in the second half again. 2-1 to United.
Against what? Ruben
Yeah.
Diaz. Seriously.
Yeah. I think City would be taking this home. 2-1.
I think neither of the frauds will be taking it. It's 1-1.
I think
Frauds.
I think Igalo will come in the 87th minute and score like
I have a feeling that United will win based on their form, but then City has been obliterating teams. So,
yeah, I have to consider Champions League as well. So yeah,
and just speaking of City, I just got a, message of City's press conference where Pep quoted, right. This is very news time exclusive.
yeah.
Pep said, "I don't rest players.
Wow.
Okay, great.
Players
Wow.
tomorrow might play against United or might not. We will think about that on Thursday or Friday. We want to win tomorrow."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Begin
mind
with the
games.
mind games. He
Yeah.
doesn't rest players apparently. Players rest themselves.
Yeah. I don't feel like playing today. Let's take a rest.
Let's see.
So for that stupid reason, I want to go with United win 2-1.
He's changing it now.
Changing it? You're changing it to one?
FU Pep.
Oh, great, great. Come on, you are with me. Next up, we have Everton Chelsea. I am going 2-1 to Chelsea.
2-1 to Everton.
Hmm.
They couldn't even score against Burnley, who's like 19th.
Yeah,
Let's.
things will change.
The best part is like he's saying after he has Chilwell and Zuma in his FPL team. So
No, no, I have Ben Zuma, so I won't be taking that much of a hit, but that's fine.
let's see what happens. Yeah.
1-2 to Chelsea. I hope Rodriguez gets some points.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Southampton and Sheffield 2-0. Southampton.
2-0 Southampton.
Control V.
Crystal Palace Tottenham 2-0 to Tottenham.
2-1 to Tottenham. Zaha will score.
3-0. Kane hat trick.
Kane hat-trick.
Oh, I want him to.
Fulham and Liverpool, I have written 3-0, but something inside me says Fulham will get a penalty after Joe Gomez does a handball. And then Lukman will
Joe
score it
Gomez is out.
out. Okay, then fair
Joe
enough.
Gomez is out.
Someone will do a handball, I feel. Someone will do a handball. It should be Matip or someone.
Wijnaldum.
But yeah, fine, Haldova, someone will do a handball and then Lukman will score it. But yeah, fair enough. I will go 3-0 to be safe.
Good FPL asset, but since he
Yeah,
missed
2-0. 2-0 to Liverpool. Jota scoring both of them.
3-0, Salah hat trick. He's the captain.
I want to see
Yeah,
if Salah, how
Uh, I-
Salah's game time is managed against
yeah,
Fulham.
yeah. It will be a hat trick of assist for Jota as well. So, happy days.
Happy days.
yeah. So,
Not for me, but I don't have. But let's see. Well, my friend's team has Jota, so so I'm
yeah, thanks
happy.
for calling me a friend.
Not you. I'm talking about Krishna, man. Yeah, we'll go ahead with
Let's
Arsenal
move on.
Burnley. I'm having a 1-1 draw for them.
2-0 to Arsenal.
Hmm.
There is one interesting fact I want to mention. I didn't mention before, which is Arsenal has played Burnley, I think, 12 times, and Burnley has never won.
Oh.
So this is going to be a turning point in Burnley's career where they are going to win
Hmm.
because I watched the game against Everton.
Yeah.
Burnley is going to win 1-0.
I don't think Arsenal will score. That's the main point. And Burnley's defenders are pretty tough and solid. So
Come on, Tarkowski and me for the last 4 years I've been watching them.
yeah. So it will be interesting. Leicester Brighton 2-1 to Leicester.
3-0 to Leicester. Vardy scoring all of them.
Of course, I hope
I think you should say Peter Schmeichel scoring one. That would also.
not even Casper, Peter Schmeichel.
Okay, okay.
United to get points or Leicester? What do you want?
Blunder, blunder, blunder.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Blunder.
will go with Leicester 2-1, close match. I hope Justin gets a goal and an own goal. Arrange things up.
Yeah, so those were the predictions this week.
Yeah, those are the
Yes.
predictions. Yes, and we will go to the favorite section of this podcast,
You
which
know,
is,
I have to say one thing before. Actually, please introduce first before then I will say.
yeah, it is Papa Mouse quote of the week.
The
So,
section that has been getting us subscribers.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I think we have chosen the best time to support Jose and his expertise because he is going to win the Premier League, and we are the only one who is
No, man.
supporting because on it.
No, man. No, it's not going to.
He will. He will. He will shit out it.
No.
He will.
yeah. The thing is, we always meme about how Tottenham looks like a team who will challenge for the trophy for the first few weeks and then they go down. But this time they do look like a pretty solid defensive unit as well as a top quality counter-attacking unit as well. So,
Please don't jinx them, man. I have two players from Tottenham. I am trying to bring in my third. Please don't jinx it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, let's move ahead.
so yes, After the win against Arsenal, a lot of people questioned Mourinho and his counter-attacking philosophy, and he mentioned that his Spurs side is reassured by his experience at the top. He says that this ball possession story is more for sports philosophers than it's for me. No one has ever seen me say, I lost that game, but I had more possession.
LVG.
LVG was like, I had more possession, I lost the game, but I had more ball. So no one says that. And what matters is that what you do with the ball. So Kane, who said he feels in the form of his life again, and combined with Ronaldo, it is a pretty devastating effect. So he added,
One point. Sorry to interrupt. I have not watched the documentary, but Jose did say that he is going to unleash Kane 1 year ago.
yeah, true that.
He has 8 goals and 10 assists,
And
18 contribution.
yeah, in the first season, we all of us joked about how Kane will now play as a DMF, but he has been doing that role as well as he has been a prolific striker as well. He's tracking back, clearing the header, runs back, scores. So he has been doing everything for his team. Like I guess Mourinho will be very proud because he's not only scoring goals but he's also stopping at the other box. That's what he wants from his team, and I think is
Martial doesn't do. He lets he will score for the opposition instead.
who.
Anthony Martial.
Anthony Marshall has more shots on his opponent's works than his own work. So yeah. So yeah, he added that we play well on the counter attack, and because we have got fast players, we have been clinical when we have got chances. Sometimes you just have to defend and sit deep. And he was also asked about his proving those people wrong who felt his best days has passed. So to which he said that when people said my peak was over, I won three titles at United. So I won EFL Cup.
You know
So
what this is? You know
this
what this is?
this is three trophies for me and the rest for the 19 managers combined. So respect.
Respect.
So yeah, he won three cups: EFL, Super Cup, the Community Shield, and the Europa League. So it was that moment that my peak pass. Imagine others who never got that. So on being top right now, he said that I'm calm, I'm happy. Obviously, Tottenham are Tottenham. That he did mention that people are not used to this, but I am used to it.
Yeah,
I mean, I like this guy's modesty, you know.
I want him to do well, man. I want him
Yeah,
to do what he did at Porto, win the
yeah,
champion,
true,
not win
true,
the
true, true.
Champions League, but win. And it will be such a great season when Spurs is winning the Premier League and Arsenal is getting relegated.
Yeah,
Like
that's
imagine the scenes, like Arsenal getting relegated and
yeah.
Spurs
The
footing
thing
it.
is, when they won the last game, there was a tweet from Goal saying that they are not only first, they are 14 places above Arsenal. So there's a big difference right now. So North London derby was a bit different this time. So yes, he said that maybe that feeling of deja vu, this situation of me having already leaving these positions many times, it helps to reassure that players, okay, we have someone who is managing us, who has been at the top a lot of times. So it's pretty reassuring to them. So he's like fine with it, and he's positive about the times to come. Yeah. So yes, we will have the last section. We are about to get 11 p.m. Yeah, I know that. And news time impact. So what happened last week is like again I and PPK hyped up a certain player and he blanked. So this time it was Chilwell who was not blanking at all in FPL.
I almost jinxed Fernandez.
Yeah, almost, but it didn't happen happily. So Chilwell blanked in FPL finally, and but as a retrospect, we also hyped up Salah, and he did bang in points. Luckily. So I am happy with that. So yep, that was the news time impact of this week. Mm,
Awkward pause, awkward pause. Cricket sound. Can't you hear anything, Suraj? Hey, Suraj.
I am not saying anything. That's the reason.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we will have the final small section, which is the question of the week, wherein we will talk about are we missing out on Spurs defense? Like we
Yeah, I
mentioned,
think we already did talk about this
yeah,
earlier,
we
right? So
mentioned
let's summarize it.
But when you look at uh, like only as a defensive point of view, how likely are you going to bring in a Spurs player? Because
From a
most
defensive point of view, like I said, I would not do it exactly right now. I would observe them for couple or two game weeks, and then maybe I would bring them in.
for
As of
me,
right now, I would.
yeah, for me, I do like Ragumon a lot. He's a funny guy as well. He makes good. The only thing I don't like about him is that he does not know anything about cricket. So yeah, as a attacking asset, if you want like two players in your team in your defensive lineup for Spurs, it has to be either Dyer or Regulon. If you want someone attacking,
Regular.
it has to be Regulon. If you have the budget, that is. If you don't have the budget, you want a defensive asset, it has to be Dyer. And if I had the budget, I would have gone for Regulon, but currently I don't have. So if I really want to have a Spurs defensive asset, it has to be Dyer because his 5 mil quite does the job, gives you clean sheet, and is a very good differential. So Dyer has to be the pick for me because of my budget issues. But if you have like 6 mil in your bank after selling someone like Zuma, you can get in Regulon.
what about Luka Dean? If you want to sell a Luka Dean, would you rather get Chilwell, uh, maybe Zuma, you know,
Yeah.
or I'm just talking in terms of a defense, how good other defenses are. Like what options do you have? You only have Chelsea. Let's say you have attacking asset in the name of Mr. Werner or Giroud. Hopefully
Hmm.
not Abraham. If you have Abraham, you should quit FPL right now.
Yeah. True.
So the second is Liverpool, right? Liverpool
Hmm.
have good fixtures. They do have a lot of defensive injuries, but other than that, that's the only team who is solid.
Yeah.
Other is West Ham, surprisingly.
Yeah.
We have 4 clean sheets, but then you are kind of iffy about everyone else.
Hmm.
Aston Villa,
No, no,
only
no.
for attacking, no for nothing for defense. So Southampton, no, no way you will get a clean sheet. Somehow Alex McCarthy will get you some points, but
Save points.
I mean they have 4 clean sheets by the way, but
Yeah.
they are not going to get much. So is Dyer, Eric Dyer is the only Tottenham option you are viable option you are seeing? Like, or would you even consider him? So Arvind said he won't,
Hmm.
and
I would consider Dyer, not gonna lie, because I like the prospect of not, I like other people not having Dyer,
Mhm.
and he is around five. For me, someone who is under five and is performing like that, I'm pretty happy. Because I have Tyrone Mings in my team at 5.2 right now, and I'm not happy with him. If I had the option of swapping it with Dyer, I would readily do so. But I also have other options as well, like Reece James. So that's the reason I will go for Reece James because he's an attacking asset. Dyer is a defensive asset. So
Exactly.
my strategy this entire season, I will go with the back three, and they have to be attacking ones. Like I'm happy if they don't get a clean sheet, but I at least need an assist or a cross or a goal from them. If they get in a clean sheet, very good because they are a defender, right? But if they get in something else, I would be more than happy. So that's why I'm going for Reece James instead of Dyer. Yeah.
Okay. My point is simple. If you have Connor Cody, just sell him and get Eric Dyer right away.
I
Okay.
actually want to see that assist he gave for Salah. I will watch it after this podcast.
So
Yeah, you should be able.
Connor Cody is 5 million. Just to sum it up, Connor
He's
Cody is
5
5
million.
million. Yeah. And in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game weeks, he has 1 clean sheet, which is against Crystal Palace. So he blanked against Leicester. He didn't play against Southampton. He missed against Arsenal, and very bad against Liverpool.
Yeah.
So
Captain, yeah.
yeah,
Captain
so
mid.
if you accidentally have Wolves assets, if you like following the trend of last season, get rid of.
Yeah,
Or defend.
currently now is not the time for having Wolves defenders especially
Yeah.
because I had only one who was Roman size and then something happened to him. Killman came 4.3. I was like great, saves me more bucks, but then something happened to him as well, I guess. So let's see what happens. Killman, we have to watch what happens to Wolves.
All right. That should be a wrap.
That should be a wrap.
Roll it up. Harry.
So yes, that has been this podcast, Game Week 11.
Hoping
Uh,
United win today.
Hoping all fingers crossed. We have a great set of fixtures: Barcelona against Juventus, United Leipzig. We have Paris against Istanbul basketball. So that will imagine Istanbul basketball drawing the game at least. Imagine they pulling out a master class and injuring.
Imagine them winning.
Imagine them winning. Yeah, they won against us. So yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a surprise.
The thing is that game cost us a lot because imagine if we had a draw or a win in that game, we would have
Yeah,
already qualified.
you would have been clear.
Of all the teams in the first phase, we won against PSG and Leipzig and lost against Istanbul. And when the draw was conducted, you thought that yeah, Istanbul we would win, we will lose against Leipzig and PSG. So it happened the other way around. But the only, one thing I'm positive about in today's game for United is that it is an away fixture. So, but yeah, Leipzig would be looking for 3 points because they need it, and United has to be very strong defensively. They have a player called Angelino, if you remember from the Man City days. He used to play defense here. He's playing in the wings
As a
right now.
winger. Yeah.
He's playing as a winger right now. So I want to
Talk about
see.
transformations.
You have a player like Martial, who is a striker and plays as a DMF, and you have someone who goes from the left back,
Plays as a striker and is actually an imposter. That's the thing.
plays as a
Imposter.
plays as a striker for the opponent team. Yeah, but yeah, that has been a pretty interesting game
Getting
week.
slapped and getting red cards.
So yes, that's that. I hope you all have a great game week in the upcoming days, and let's see what happens to Ronaldo versus Messi tonight. So that's that. Also, hi to the two viewers who are watching us. I hope you had a great dinner because we are going to have ours because mom chilla rahi hai.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
While you are watching, I closed off the stove.
Do subscribe. Do subscribe. I have
Yeah,
spammed a lot.
shameless plug.
Yeah, I have spammed a lot for 100, but it's not going with that emotional thing. So I will have to pull up something else out of the pocket
We
to
will
get
have to
in.
cancel Arvind.
We will have to make more fake accounts. 62 is less. We need to
I'm
make more.
tired of making the 62 fake accounts, man.
Yeah,
I can't do it anymore.
it's like Arvind1 at the rate noosetime.com, Arvind2
Wait,
at the rate.
let's contact T Series how they managed to do it.
Yeah, I think they have a pretty efficient way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, they also had money.
They also have money. We will just ask
We have
Chirag.
Soy. We have Chirag
We
Soy.
have Chirag so to spam 442. If 442 is doing a watch along today, believe me, we will be there. We will be there to raid them. I will ask. I will spam with all my three phones. Raid, news time raid. After three comments done. Arvind, contract is not working on dev. Please check. Kevin is here.
Kevin is here. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he came at the fag end of the podcast, but made it work. Arvind, do check your mail and work on your stuff, man.
Yeah, I saw.
So that was it. Thanks, Kevin, for the comment. We will ask Arvind to get back on it. And so, yep, that was it from our end. Have a good night. Have a good game week. Bye bye.